Well, it's August 27th. It's the first day of the 3-day Tennessee velvet hunt. And ironically, I'm in here after a 4-year-old deer I called a velvet buck. I've got 3 years of history with this deer, and he actually will hold on to his velvet till about the beginning of October, then he sheds it. So, pretty cool deer, pretty unique. He was actually in here a few days ago at 7:30 in the morning. I typically don't like hunting mornings, but with it only being 3 days, you just don't have enough time, so it's really all or nothing. I was able to slip in here, and I don't think I spooked any deer, so that should be good. I'm gonna get quiet, get still, and see if I can't get lucky. Wrap up the first hunt of the 2021 season. Actually had a really cool encounter with a young 7. He came in for about a minute and then moved on. I've got quite a few pictures of him throughout the summer, but no signs of the velvet buck. So I got 2 more mornings and I'll be able to hunt Sunday afternoon, and that'll be it. So hopefully I get lucky. Fingers crossed. Alright, well, it's day 2 of the 3-day velvet season here in Tennessee. I'm back in the same stand I was in yesterday after a buck I call a velvet buck. In the past, I've noticed that I've gotten the majority of daylight photos on a southeast wind, and that's exactly what it is today, so we'll see if I can't get lucky. Well, I just got eyes on the deer that I'm in here after, and he's on the neighbor's field, probably about 300-400 yards away, and I can just barely see him. And he was headed this way, but there's 3 coyotes between me and him, and I think he's on to him. He can't see them because they're on the edge of the beans, and he's in the beans, but he can smell them for sure. Well, those coyotes ended up spooking him. He walked up on him, and then he turned and started headed towards me, and apparently turned around and came back, and he walked back up on him again, and he just took off along with 2 or 3 other bucks. So now all I can hope for is one of those coyotes come over here so I can get some revenge. Well, it's August 29th, the last day of the 3-day hunt here in Tennessee. Hopefully with a little luck, things go a little better today. There's actually a cold front coming in tonight, so I'm hoping today's going to be pretty good. Well, that's a wrap here in Tennessee. I didn't even see a single deer this afternoon. Oh well, I didn't get him this time, but this is just the beginning. I still got all season left.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail Southeast. Me and Taylor are out here today working on a new piece of property we acquired this fall that me and my dad purchased, another 72 acres. Had pictures of some deer early in the summer. One really giant deer, was mainframe 12. And we got pictures of him and two other really nice 10-pointers for about 2 weeks, and they kind of went MIA. Anxious to get in the tree come into September. So y'all stay with us this year and we'll see what we make happen here in Tennessee.
All right, we're out here on the new farm that my family purchased this year. It's 200 acres, but it's only got about 10 acres of actual fields or old hay fields and stuff. New property, we don't know how it's gonna hunt. I have had cameras out for the last couple months and got 2 good deer. One that we're gonna name Chub. He's an older deer. He's just a big bull of a deer. And one that I would say probably 5 or 6 years old at least. The other buck that we have out here is a buck we're calling Curly. Pretty sure he's a 4-year-old. He is a better rack deer than Chubb is. So either one of them we'll be happy with. Also, where we're at in this neighborhood, you know, a good one could move in. A lot of our hunting's probably gonna be up on these ridges, trying to catch these bucks cruising this fall, looking for does in between the bedding areas. 3-4 weeks left until bow season opens up here in Tennessee. You know, we're getting excited. We got a few things to get through. Once season gets here, we should be ready to rock and roll.
Good afternoon. It is the 30th of May, the day before Memorial Day. We decided to come down to one of our spots. This is a piece of property. It's about 80 acres. This is a property that we hunt every year, and we have lots of neighbors around us. We don't have a lot of control over what happens to the deer outside they get on our property, so we're going to try to put a food plot in. Last year we put a micro plot in just on the east side of this plot, on the other side of a ridge. We planted soybeans on it. The deer found it and ate it in about a day and a half. So we went back and we replanted with clover, and it's doing really well, looks really good. The deer are hitting it hard even right now. So we're looking forward to that being a good spot again next year. So we come in today to spray some Roundup and try to kill this grass. We're going to come back in with a Mini X, take down some of these trees, disc it up, and then plant soybeans. And hopefully that'll give us a leg up this winter. Well, good afternoon. It is August the 31st. Hurricane Ida has just come through our state, done a lot of damage down in South Louisiana, but we wanted to come out today to take a look at our food plot. And as you can see, we did not get a very good stand of corn, and the soybeans we didn't even get a germination on. So we're actually going to come back in the next couple of weeks and spray this off and try to kill it, bush hog it, and come back in with some mixture of clover and turnips and maybe some wheat. Our idea was to plant these strips of corn and soybeans to try to hold these deer in here a little longer So we're still going to try to do that. We're going to try to come back. We're going to try to put a destination food plot in here to try to hold these deer on this property a little longer. Looking forward to a great season this year. We're about to make a little mock scrape and start running cameras so we can get some ideas and inventory our deer and hopefully get a mature buck on camera. Also going to be looking for a mature doe on camera to get Tacey on this year. So we're excited about that. Looking forward to a great season. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail Southeast.